It's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot that I'm gonna take my clothes off. Welcome back to Food and Stuff. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, engage, and help my channel to grow. Today, we are going to be talking about Jay Sparkle. And it seems as if she is ready to tell it all. So let's get into it.
This is going to be a video where I'm going to go into some stuff to explain a bit, um, and then kind of be like an advice or to explain a little bit about the situation that I found myself in. And this is more so for people who are in a similar situation as I am, because it's it happens more than people realize, that like this is what goes on in relationships. Like nobody thinks this is how relationships go, like.
I love her hair. I think she looks really cute with it. It looks as if it's her natural hair. It's giving natural, and I love that for her. Now, looking at this clip or this video, it seems that she is frustrated. She's angry. Of course, she is butthurt, and she is as is expected. So she is going through all of these emotions. So she in her feelings, and as she should be. And to me, it almost seems as if she was crying. Her face looks a little puffy, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Now, I want to say something. She said, "This is how relationships are," and I have to disagree with you. Healthy relationships are not like that. A relationship where your spouse loves you and you love them and you respect each other and you want a relationship that is going to be successful. You don't go out and cheat and ask for forgiveness and you go back and do the same thing. And then you as a person who is being offended, you keep forgiving. And then you come out here to sit and say, this is how relationship goes. I have to disagree with you and say that healthy relationships are not like this. This is what you accepted from him. Hence, you did not require anything from him. You saw who he was. He showed you who he was, and you did not believe it. You thought that you could have changed him, and you cannot change anybody except yourself. So let me put that there right. Let us put a stop to that right now. Ladies, you are not out here accepting the bare minimum from men. We need to stop it and thinking that we could change him. Of course, there are things that we all can work on because none of us are perfect. But when people are giving you bare minimum, like, don't accept it and then come here to toot your horn and say that this is what goes on in relationship. Who the hell wants the man to or the woman to cheat on them? Nobody wants that. Let me add this to put a disclaimer. I'm not going to say, or I am not saying that relationships they don't have problems and there are differences and things are not going to come up. But I am saying we cannot and we should not accept cheating as a norm that goes on in any relationship. Good.
I saw a comment which someone says, if only you knew half of my story. Yeah, because someone that knows of the situation from the very beginning, they said that, and I was like, gosh, you're so right, because if only people knew some of the things, like they would be like, what the heck? Alright guys, so my advice, if anyone is going through a situation that I am, and you have a cheating husband or if it's a cheating wife, do not stay in the situation and think, oh, I'm gonna forgive them, they're gonna change. That hope that you're holding on to and thinking, yeah, they're gonna change. No, I don't believe that anymore. Once a cheater, always will be a cheater.
I have to kind of disagree with what she's saying. People can change, but for people to change, they have to want to change. Me wanting my man to change is not going to make him change if he does not desire to change. Now, with the cheating, I also believe so. Once you're a cheater, you're always going to cheat and find a reason to um to cheat or whatever. But part of it is because you accepted it and you thought that you could have changed him. So when he cheated, it did more things. It gave him more love, and you were a better housewife, and probably was giving him better sex and better all of this, and thinking that would have prevented him from cheating, and that would have caused him to change. He did not desire to change, and he does not want to change. Therefore, he is not going to change.
There are some people in life that they, because their standards are so low for themselves, they, when they have someone that put the effort into them, it's like it strokes their ego, and they think that they are so much better than this and that, and they go around and they'll get other people. Like once you stop feeding and stroking their ego, they go and they get other women to give them whatever they are, that's to stroke the ego, to think, to let them feel better about themselves.
Girl, I wish I could give you a hug. You look like you honestly need somebody to give you a hug, and you could just bawl like you're looking like you need to vent, like really, really, really vent. I said in one of my videos, and that I said this, and I'm going to say it again. This is not me being like mean or nasty. I'm just being honest. The man is not an attractive man. I don't know how you got suckered into having a relationship with him. I don't know if it's because he was a white man and he lives in the States and he has a southern accent. I don't know. Because there's nothing about that man that is physically attractive. And more so than physically attractive, he does not come across as being intelligent. So when you, because you're a beautiful girl, and I would have said this before, when you take your pretty self and go and you started fooling around with him, you were stroking his ego because he's saying that he's an older guy and this young girl is in love or in like with him because I don't know what it was about him. So yeah, you were stroking his ego, and then when he cheated and you found out and you forgave him, listen, is that it more than a stroke that ego, girl? I don't know what he was doing, but it gave him the confidence that he's like, yeah, I could get a girl looking like this. So I could go and continue cheating because yeah, she loves me that much. And that is sometimes that is the folly of youth. And then as you get older, realize that this is not something that you're going to accept because I'm going to tell you this now. If you ever listen to my video, you going into a new relationship, if it's 5 years down the road, 3 years, 2 years, whatever, however long, when you see these things, no matter how much you like that person, you are not going to pursue that relationship. Because you know why? You realize that bare minimum is not the standard that we should be ascribing to. And people cheating on us and we accepting that as the norm and forgiving them and saying that things happen in relationships.
Anybody in the comment section that has been telling me, give a chance again, Jordan, give a chance again. Oh, people can change, people can change. Guys, please, just stop. Just save your breath. I'm telling you, save your breath. Because I have given over 3 chances. And even till last week, this person had the nerve to go and download dating apps for people who want to have affairs on their partner. And I'm sitting to myself and I'm like, this is the person that was just pleading the case to me and saying, oh, I'm sorry, and da da da, and I want to change, and da da. And at the same time, you're spending money on apps to and to speak to women who want to cheat on the husband. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this.
I am convinced that when this man looks in the mirror, he sees himself as a cool guy and he could get anybody who he wants to get. No, he has very low self-esteem. I would have said that last time. And he is basically self-destructing and he wants to take you down with him. Very interesting that you are so worked up that he is still on a dating app. So whatever he's doing, it goes to show that you have feelings for him. I know that, but I know, and I think also in the depths of your heart, you hoping that he's gonna change and you guys could reconcile. But I'm saying, thank God for small mercies. Now, when God shows us signs, let us accept them and believe them. And I also have to add the pickings must be slim for him to be going on these sites and women really hooking up with him. Is it that or he is really selling himself? Like he's selling a good game? Or I would love to see his pictures on Ashley Madison. Do they have pictures on there? I don't even know, cause like I know about this, but I've never like paid to join or go looking. So I guess he's probably selling a good game because like if you see him, you'll be like, what's going on? Jay Sparkle, don't bother with this man. Leave the man alone. The man has showed you clearly time and time again who he is. You could come and ask for forgiveness 100,000 times. He is not sorry. He is not remorseful. And if you give him another chance, he will and hurt you again and he's going to hurt you more. So leave that man alone.
Keep them close because some men just like to ruin families. Like they are so low life, so disrespectful that they, instead of, I said this, okay, I said this, anybody that I'm gonna talk to, they have to know my situation because y'all know I'm a girl. People have been, it's not like people haven't been like, trying to reach out to me and trying to like, and I laid out my situation. My whole life is on the internet where I can say, this is what I'm going through, da da da. Please know I'm not available like that because I have a lot going on my headspace right now. And I lay everything out. And this person.
He would have checked out of the relationship. Hence, it is easy for him to just do what he wants. And you're very worked up. Anybody could see that, but he has been checked out of that relationship. And for him, he's done. He's done. And he's always saying that because I think sometimes he when he reflects, he gets into a period or a mode of desperation. He's like, oh my gosh, I just brought my life. And it's not necessarily that he wants to be with you or be with her, sorry, of because of love. It's just that sometimes people like familiarity. So he's used to having you in his home and he comes home, means cook, clothes, wash, the place is clean. And sometimes I think that is what he wants when he's apologizing. But he does not crave a relationship with you. He just wants a centerpiece in his home.
Decided to don't, you know what app they choose to get? So y'all know the documentary. I don't know if y'all know, but there is a documentary. Let me tell you what the documentary is called. There's a documentary that came out, right? I think it's on Netflix actually, about the Ashley Madison app. Life is short, have an affair. That's the app that this person chose to download to have affairs continuously, wanting now to have affairs with other married women. Like, have you no respect for yourself or for other people marriage and their household? You broke your own household up, your own family, and instead of being remorseful and saying, oh, let me fix this, you want to go and break up other people's household. Like, you see, like, I just don't understand how someone can sit within themselves and see how how their actions, their decisions have affected their family, their child, and still think, oh, I want to go sleep with more married women.
We have to call him player, 'cause he is a player. You see how worked up she is. Listen, some people are just self-destructive. I say that already. He is in self-destruction mode, and he's like, I'ma destroy as much people as I want to. I am so sorry that you have to be going through this. And life teaches us lessons. Sometimes some lessons are harder than others. And if you keep getting the same lesson, it's because you have not learned the lesson yet. So the signs are there, they are clear. Leave that man alone. I know that you was hoping that, you could have reconciled because you are hinting that you want, that you're kind of thinking about it. But it's obvious that he does not want to like to change, and he ain't going to change, girl. He ain't going to change. So you need to stop hoping that he is going to change, and you need to move on with your life. Now, moving on is a daily process. Is something that you have to be intentional about. Now you're going through like the emotions of being angry, you're hurt, you're mad. You're going through all these negative emotions, and all of this is things that you have to embrace and deal with properly. And do not allow it to control you, but you have to be in control of your emotions. And again, this is a learning lesson to a lot of young ladies, as you said out. When we see things, don't ignore them. Don't think you could change somebody because you cannot. When you see a man could breed you and then he don't even come and check for you and hold you, and you have to hold you before you come and see his child, it speaks a lot about the man.